Hey, it's me again. I should say I'm gonna make a video about me talking about movies and TV shows I got. That was like 3 seconds ago, so I'm gonna do it now. So my main one that I got that I thought the most about is a movie. No, not a movie, a TV show idea. Now don't expect all kinds of things. I'll put up on the screen like all those when you actually watch, but you know. But yeah, so it's everybody likes for some reason everybody loves psychopaths, right? For some reason they love to watch psychopaths, shit like serial killers, narco bosses, all that shit. Like they fucking documentaries, TV shows, movies, like they are huge. They bring in a huge revenue, not just for the for themselves, but for the whole industries of the media and all the shit. Like they are huge revenue. So Dexter. That was, oh my gosh, that was one of the best shows there ever was. That was a good show. I love that show. But, we love that shit. We love a good, serial killer show or whatever, fucking anything like that. We love that shit. It's fucked up. Like, El Chapo, that was an awesome show. All those ones, fucking Pablo, they're all good. But they're fucked up, they're killing all these motherfuckers, and it's like, I think it's something within us, something inside of us, like the soul itself. Like the soul is all possibilities are endless with the soul. We think it's all good and shit, but nah, that's a different video. But okay, so get on to the movie idea, TV show idea. Don't quote me. Serial killer show idea. So a dark web serial killer where people contact them on the dark web and. His whole setup, his whole gig is he has it written on there and shit that it's for people that they don't want life no more, but they also want to be famous. So they figure people have serial killer victims, they become famous, they get all over the news and shit, and they get put in documentaries like someone plays them and all this shit. So maybe they want to become famous while they die, so they reach out to the serial killer to come and kill them, so make them famous, and that's what he does or something like that. So. And he says on it that the rules, he got rules, and one of the rules is that he will not meet them. They will not cross paths until that moment when he's ready to take them out. In that moment, that's when he appears. There'll be nothing before that. But that's just what he has written. The whole fucking thing is that he'll find a way to bump into their life, like maybe bump into them on the sidewalk, maybe help them with the groceries, or maybe somebody's bullying them and they just jump out, come out of nowhere and help them out, and they just kind of find a way to kind of become friendly with the person, maybe get into their life in some way or something, like maybe get a job at the place they work in. But he always has a different disguise on, right? Everywhere he goes, every job he's, so he can't be recognized and shit for each job. Pictures and shit. Oh, that's my friend. So he's like expert at makeup. So like Michael Jackson, he's expert at makeup, like master of disguise. So yeah, so he goes into their life and he tries to make friends with them, try to get into their life in some way, and gain their trust and all this shit, and then that all of a sudden out of nowhere, just chilling, all of a sudden, bah! Guess what, motherfucker, it was me. You didn't think like, shit like that. So he finds his way into each of their lives, and then, I thought about some of the seasons. Like one of the seasons, there'll be this one woman that falls in love with him, like while he gets into her life, and she falls in love with him, like madly in love with her, and then that day comes and kills her and all this shit, and it was the most heartbreaking thing for like lying there, fucking about to get killed by her. She knows, they serial killer now, like, Dexter shit, like iron strapped up or whatever. And so he kills her, and then, so she has somebody that's real close. I don't know if it'd be a sister or a best friend or something like that, that maybe he didn't know about or something, because she was like overseas or something, and she never talked about or some shit like that. But she was the one overseas or whatever, kept close tabs on her and knew everything. So, and what it is that she's a cousin is like a hacker, and no, I get more into it. Later seasons that he falls into love with a woman. I would have gave it away. So he falls, like the last season I thought well be that he falls in love with a woman. He just one of his targets or something. No, might not even be one of his targets. It might just be some girl that fell in love with or something that came to him, one bumped into him in a bar or something, and he fell in love with her, and he thought about getting away from the serial killing because of her, like he didn't want to do it no more and all this shit. And then last episode comes to that, and bam, he wakes up strapped to the bed, and she reveals that, her closeness to the one that he killed, and that she knew everything all along, because turns out she's a fucking serial killer herself, and she's a hacker serial killer, and she knew everything about him. She knew who he was, all this stuff the whole time. She was plotting and planning all this whole time. So she was overseas or whatever. She couldn't get there to fucking stop anything from happening or whatever, like important shit. So she was plotting all of a sudden. Boom, she got him. She purposely made him fall in love with her, just so he could feel that pain that he made, you know, her friend or sister feel, right? So, and that's how that show ends, with him. And then that woman, she gets a spin-off, and that's her birth of her, you know, her serial killer story. She gets a show of her, shows her fucking, her coming up of her story of becoming a serial killer, and then, you know, the first season will be that of her show, will be her coming up, and then it'll end with where she kills that guy, and then it goes from there, that point on, for the rest of the show and stuff. And there's only one person that should play her, that I can see in my head now that I've seen her. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She gotta be Harley Quinn. She's gotta play Harley Quinn. She was I saw on a show recently. It was what was the show? Chaos. With the Netflix, the Chaos with you know, about Seuss and all that shit. You might know what I'm talking about already, but as soon as I saw her pop out, I was like, that's Harley Quinn. That's gotta be Harley Quinn. It's Belly Piper. I loved her back. I think she was on the Who. I fucking loved her on that. Oh my gosh. But yeah. She has that look. She could so fucking play Harley Quinn, but I would love for her to be that serial killer, that one that pops up, and she could have a whole show about her, like her being a serial killer easily, because she's got that whole, like, she can play that. So that's what I vibe. And everybody always thinks I was a serial killer growing up. They always think I'm gonna be a kid with some killer. Like, it's like a couple moments. It was like in one class. I forget what it was. It was a lady teacher. It was like, I don't know, math class or English or something. And she goes around like, what do you guys do on the weekend? And it gets to me, and you hear a couple kids in the back, I'm probably killing people. Like, probably killing people and all this shit. And then there was a shop class. The teachers go around asking everybody where they see themselves in 15 years. And he gets to me, he's like, where do you see yourself in 15 years, Boone? A hitman? So even the teachers were getting at me. And then there was I got in a fight in gym class, and instead of calling me to the office, this is the principal and the vice principal, the two ladies, and they're hard asses. Like, oh my gosh, hard asses. Right from the TV, like you could see them, like the blonde with the glasses, the short fucking, I don't know, I can't remember exactly, the grumpy looking dark hair one. Oh man, they were vicious. But yeah, they would not call me. They called my friend down, my best friend down, to tell him, like, hey, you get any more fights that you get suspended. He had to come tell me, because I guess they were scared of me. So I can play a psychopath. I know that for sure. I can play a psychopath. I know how to act. Well, I don't know. I never learned how to act, but I know I can act. So that's what it is. So yeah. So obviously, if a picture short like that, I want to play it, you know. But obviously, I don't have to. But you know, someone wants to steal it, that's fine too. So as you know, I get something from it. But I just want to see this shit. I want to see this shit happen. But Belly Piper gotta play the girl, and I think that'd be an awesome show. Like, yeah, and you just be friends with all these people throughout it, and then boom, you just randomly pops them out. So I'm sure I'm missing out on a lot of things that I thought about, a lot of scenes and fucking all this shit that I thought about, and things that happen, you know, the story-wise and stuff. But that's the one I really thought about the most, so I noticed more. But I'm stopping with that, okay?